Hello future engineers, there is another video in fluid mechanics and hydraulics, particularly on the concepts, principles, and formulas in hydrostatic forces or hydrostatic forces on plane surfaces, and this is in particular derivation of formulas for product of inertia of common areas. So in this video, I'm going to present the derivation of the product of inertia for a triangle oriented as shown and the other orientation. So derive IGXY and IXY for the triangle or oriented as shown in this figure. So this is the orientation of the triangle, this is the base, and that's the height. The location of the centroid, you know that it is at d over 3 h over 3. So that's it. Then in this problem, I consider horizontal strip, although we can also have vertical strip. Let's have vertical strip in the other derivation, in the other plane area. But in this case, I have to consider horizontal strip, and the differential area is the area of this rectangular strip, which is x, and the thickness is dy. Now, this is the distance of every element of the horizontal strip from the x-axis is simply y, but the distance of the centroid of this rectangular strip from the y-axis, because that's a rectangle, the centroid is at the center, so it is x over 2. Do not just rely on the formula product of inertia equals Ixy dA, because dA there was a differential element of dimensions dx and dy. But in this case, it is a rectangular strip. So x and y there are interpreted as the x and y coordinates of the centroid of the differential element. If the differential element is like a point with dimensions dx and dy, which is supposedly a rectangle but very small, that can be considered a point, x and y already represents the x and y coordinates of the centroid for that differential element. But for this case, the x coordinate of the centroid of this differential area is half of x. It's only the y that remains y. And the differential area is equal to area of this rectangular strip, which is x dy. So Ixy equals integral of x over 2 times y dA. So replacing dA by x dy, so Ixy integral of x over 2 y x dy. By the way, the variable of integration is y, represented by the differential of the integrand. So we must express x in terms of y by similar triangles or by geometric relations. So if this is x, this height here is b as h minus y. This is h minus y, and it is also equal to b as to h. So Ixy, h as to x minus y equals b as to h. So that means x is b over h, quantity h minus y. Substitute here, factor out 1/2. So Ixy is 1/2 integral 0 to h of b over small h, quantity h minus y, quantity square. This is x square. Then we have y dy. Expanding and simplifying, this is I with respect to the x, y axis equals b square over 2 h square integral from 0 to h of h square y minus 2 hy square plus y cube, because we have to distribute this y here. That's the result. Integrating I with respect to the xy axis is b square 2h square quantity h square y square over 2 minus 2/3 hy cubed, then plus y to the fourth over 4 from 0 to h. So because the lower limit is 0, every term here would be 0. We'll just consider the upper limit. These are all like terms. B square over 2h square, quantity h to the fourth over 2 minus 2/3 h to the fourth plus h to the fourth over 4 minus 0. So Ixy is b square over 2h square, quantity h to the fourth over 2 minus 2/3 h to the fourth plus 1/4 h to the fourth minus 0. So using the calculator, Ixy equals b square h square over 24 positive, and you're going to familiar with that. It is positive because the area lies in the first quadrant, and both the x and y coordinates of the centroids are positive. So that's the reason. Now, Igxy can be derived by the transfer formula for moment of inertia. Ixy equals Ig small xy plus area x capital Xg capital Yg. Now, Ixy is this expression here. B square h square over 24 equals Igxy. The quantity to be derived, area of triangle 1/2 BH, Xg B over 3, capital YG H over 3. So 1 over 24 minus 1 over 18, that's 1 over 18, IGXY is equal to negative B square H square over 72. Meaning the centroidal product of inertia of area of a triangle with respect to its centroid is negative. The main reason for that is if we draw the centroidal x and centroidal y axis, the bigger area lies in the second and in this portion here, second and fourth, where in the second x is negative, y is positive, and in the fourth quadrant x is positive and y is negative. So the product of xy is always negative. dA is always positive because that represents an area. So that's the main reason. Take note of these formulas. Ixy is b square h square over 24, then Igxy negative b square h square over 72. When this triangle is oriented in that manner, you look at the orientation. If the triangle is oriented and placed in the third quadrant, the result is still the same as long as the base coincides with the positive x-axis and the height is coincident with the positive y-axis. If it is in the third quadrant, the base would be coincident with the negative x-axis and the height would be coincident with the negative y-axis, or the centroidal coordinates would be uh, both negative, and therefore the product of the centroidal coordinates would be positive. Likewise, the area is always positive, and if the area lies in the third quadrant, x is negative, y is negative, the product is positive. So if the triangle is oriented in this manner in the first quadrant, which is the same case as here, and the same triangle is oriented in the third quadrant, symmetric with respect to the origin, the moment of inertia with respect to the xy axis would still be positive b square h square over 24 for this case, and the centroidal product of inertia would still be negative b square h square over 72, because this time most of the areas would lie in the second and in the fourth quadrant, as explained there also. So it's the same. So now what if the triangle is oriented in this manner? One is in the second quadrant and the other is in the fourth quadrant. So remember that if the area lies in the second or in the fourth quadrant, both areas are positive. The x coordinate is negative here. The y coordinate is positive. In the fourth quadrant, the x coordinate is positive. The y coordinate is negative. So therefore, IXY would be negative b square h square over 24, and IGXY would be positive for that case, because if we imagine as the centroid here, draw the centroidal axis, this time the greater area lies in the first and in the third quadrant. Here, if we draw the centroidal axis, the greater area lies in the first and in the third quadrant. So IXY is negative b square h square over 24, and IGXY would be positive b square h square over 72. So next would be, what if the triangle is oriented as shown, like this one. So same strip, horizontal strip. This time x, the length of the strip is still x, but the centroidal coordinate would be x over 2. The y coordinate, centroidal y coordinate would still be y. But the relationship would now be x as to y, similar triangles, is equal to b as to h. So that is x as to y equals b as to h. So x this time is b over h times y. And the product of inertia with respect to the xy axis would be this same formula. We just replace this by y. So 1/2 integral of b over hy square, then y dy, like just like this. There is 1/2 because the x coordinate of the centroid is x over 2, and the area is still x dy, so there is 1/2. Then this is now the value of x. In this orientation, the base is now uppermost, and integrating, this is b square over 2h square, integral of y cubed dy, which is y to the fourth over 4. So b square over 2h square, quantity y to the fourth over 4 from 0 to h. Then IXY this time, if the triangle is oriented in this manner, or in the fourth quadrant in that manner, same vertex at the origin. This is now the h, this is now the b. It is b square h square over 8. So IXY equals b square h square over 8. Deriving the centroidal product of inertia of area of a triangle in this orientation, we use the transfer formula. B square h square over 8 equals IGXY plus area 1/2 BH. XG is B over 3, but YG this time is 2/3 of H. You know that? So 1/8 minus cancel to 1 over 9. The IGXY would be positive B square H square over 72. So again, the reason why it is positive, it's still the same as this, although the orientation is different, because if we draw the centroidal x and y axis, most areas or the greater area falls in the first and in the third quadrant. In the first, x and y are both positive. In the third quadrant, both x and y are negative. So that's why the product is positive. So that's it in this video, and I hope that you were able to follow the explanation, the solutions, the derivations, and I hope that for other shapes, unsymmetrical shapes, you can also derive the centroidal as well as the product of inertia of non-symmetrical areas with respect to xy or with respect to the centroidal axis. And I will also do that as we move on until most areas, common areas, are represented or derived formulas for their product of inertias.